Zoom forward a few centuries and Goemon's face is on trading cards, keychains, even a plastic sword that makes whoosh noises. Ask a kid today, and they'll tell you he was a ninja Robin Hood who robbed bullies and backflipped over castles. Cute, but the receipts don't match. Real Goemon never owned a jet-powered frog, never split a car in half, and, brace yourself, he absolutely did not skip the kettle. What he did was swipe the wrong convoy, tick off Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and land himself history's worst bath bomb. Public boil. Everyone agrees on the pot. Everything else is graffiti on the wall. Let's scrub it off and meet the man underneath. The first time the cops mention him, it's boring bureaucracy. Seeking Ishikawa of IGA, thief. No fireworks, just a line on a scroll. His folks were bottom-rung foot soldiers who lost their paycheck when their lord took a spear to the face. Teenage Ishikawa did what thousands of jobless warriors did. He pivoted to freelance redistribution of wealth. Kyoto was swollen with refugees and muskets. If you knew when to duck, you could eat like a duke. He fell in with the IGA crews, roughnecks who traded in ladders, lockpicks, and gossip. They taught him to ghost through kitchens at night and to answer to Goemon, an alias that kept Grandma's name off the bounty boards. By 25, he commanded 20 runners, knocking over tax mules and silk smugglers. They funneled loot through a chatty tea dealer who snitched on the side. Sweet gig, until Goemon got cocky and hit Hideyoshi's own coin wagons. That upgrade from nuisance to national insult came with a death coupon, stamped and signed. Hideyoshi in '93 had just finished gluing Japan together. He'd melted enemy swords into a Buddha, collected the country's muskets, and now lectured everyone on loyalty. Nothing wrecks that sermon like a swaggering thief lifting the palace renovation fund. The order was simple: drag him in alive, then make him wish he weren't. Investigators squeezed the chatty tea merchant, family hostage deal, and the merchant squealed. Night raid on a Fushimi safe house. One chronicler swears Goemon hid in the rafters until his elbow nudged a bell that bonged like Sunday. Roof chase, sword scuffle, vanished into darkness, only to be nabbed sneaking back for his girlfriend and baby. Another version says a kitchen maid spotted him lurking by the charcoal rack and screamed the roof down. Pick your adventure. The ending's identical. Hideyoshi finally had his trophy. He could have lopped Goemon's head and called it Tuesday. Instead, he needed a billboard that screamed, "Don't." Peasant riots were flaring. Nothing sells authority like a celebrity criminal screaming in a pot. Engineers hammered out a 3-foot iron kettle, parked it on the Kamo River sandbar, and invited the city to watch the macabre stew-a-thon. Eyewitness diaries call the sky white with heat. Soldiers roped off a sandbar. Monks swung incense to outstink the stench that was coming. Center stage, the kettle, already burping bubbles. Crowds crammed the banks, fishwives, mounted samurai, even nuns clutching prayer beads. Guards march Goemon forward, wrists bound in red silk rope. Beside him pads his boy, age 6, 10, pick a rumor, barefoot and quiet. Now the story's fork. Official scribe keeps it tidy. Both dunked. Goemon cusses, both die. 3 monks, writing separately, paint the scene that stuck. Before the plunge, Goemon raises the kid overhead, arms locked like a living flagpole, legs already blistering. You'll roast me, Hideyoshi, but this boy will live to spit on your monument. The kettle mouth is wide. Guards hesitate, worried they'll topple both. A Zen monk wades in, catches the child. Hideyoshi, livid, orders Goemon's throat slit so he'll sink. Even after the blade, witnesses swear Goemon's arms stay up until the boy's safe. Only then does the bandit slide beneath the water, face calm as moon viewing night. Scientists grouse that boiled muscles fail fast. The stunt is medically improbable. Still, the image hijacked popular imagination. Puppet shows added flute solos and anti-tyrant monologues. By 1624, Goemon was Kabuki's favorite martyr, scars airbrushed away. How does a convicted bandit get a fan club? 3 ingredients. 1. Edo censorship. You couldn't mock sitting shoguns, but praising their dead rivals? Free speech loophole. 2. Japan already loved chivalrous robbers. Storytellers swapped older names for Goemon's catchier one. 3. Bathwater. Seriously. City merchants installed giant iron tubs nicknamed Goemon Burrow because the kettle looked familiar. Every soak retold the legend while grandmas scrubbed kids' backs. By Meiji, schoolbooks listed him as people's champion, fact-checkers on vacation. Jump to the 1960s. Color film gives us wire fu castle infiltrations. Lupin III repackages him as a slicksman with a lightsaber katana. Nintendo sells a cartoon hero lobbing pandas at ghosts. Each reboot sands off another layer of grime, but the chassis stays. Underdog versus tyrant. Final round in a kettle. Scorecard. Real. Goemon lived, robbed, tried to kill Hideyoshi, boiled in 94 beside relatives. Temple logs still list the kettle. Fake. Ninja supersuit. Magic blade. Charity spree. Zero paperwork before 1615. The kid hoist sits in the gray zone. No forensics, but independent monk diaries pop up within weeks, so the rumor served a public craving more than medical reality. Translation. Savvy crook who picked the wrong wallet, then hit the history jackpot. The kettle keeps bubbling up. Every August, Moriyama hosts a riverside reenactment. Chefs hand out boiled egg snacks for the children. A Nagoya bathhouse mural shows Goemon lifting a kid above cartoon steam, a no-splashing reminder. Politicians still mutter Goemon on the fire when scandals simmer. Cosplayers in LA sport blue GI and plastic katanas. Clueless the real guy never tossed a shuriken. The symbol crosses borders. Stand up to power, even if the price is a very hot afternoon. History rarely hands out tidy morals, but Goemon's tale offers two. 1. Spectacle can explode in your face. Hideyoshi wanted a horror show. He got a martyr anthem. Within a generation, protest songs used the kettle as shorthand for evil governance. His heirs quietly outlawed boiling, aware the logo had flipped. 2. Legends sprout where people need them. When rice taxes hammered peasants, a loudmouth thief became the hero they craved. Facts negotiable. Same physics today. Outlaws turn influencers the moment crowds feel powerless. Goemon's just the granddaddy, extra crispy. So, was the kettle justice or Hideyoshi's worst PR move? The ledgers say thief punished. The ballads insist father defies tyrant. Both can be right. History rarely fits one t-shirt. One sure thing. A 16th century crook became immortal the instant his skin kissed iron, and every generation since tailors the bandit to its mood. Next time you sink into a hot bath, remember, every legend needs a little heat. Sound off below. Should we keep cheering the outlaws, or let the kettle cool on Goemon's fame? Subscribe for more stories that scrape myth off the manuscript. Until then, stay curious, stay kind, and maybe test the water before you jump in.